Hi everyone, welcome to Suresh Techs. If you are visiting our channel for the first time or if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to Suresh Techs. In our previous tutorial, we looked at HTML computer codes, and in this tutorial, we will look at HTML semantics. So what do we mean by a semantic element? So I said semantic element, right? So what do you mean by semantic? So previously we looked at many type of elements, right? So we looked at many different types of elements. But the difference between a normal element and a semantic element is that semantic element gives some description about the element. For example, if you look at div and span, if I have suddenly asked you the use of div and span, you may be confused of it. You may get confused because when you say div, it's not telling you something about that element, right? Or else span, it's not telling you the description about that element. Instead, if I tell you, instead if I instead if I ask you about a table element, you'll directly tell that it is used to create the tables. Because when I say table element, when I say table element, it is describing about that element. So semantic elements are the elements which have a proper meaning, right? And the non-semantic elements are the elements which doesn't have any type of meaning. So div and span are part of non-semantic elements, whereas if you talk about a table, if you talk about a form or some other elements, so they all describe they all describes about the elements. So they are all called the semantic elements. So now if you just look at this layout. So this layout has a header, navigation, and then section, article, and then I said, and then we do have a footer too, but it's not displayable here, but it's not showing up here. But so these are the different semantic elements available in HTML. So it's always best practice to use all these semantic elements and then embed other elements inside this, because they all describes in case let's consider, for example, you are working on a web application, and due to some reasons you may be put up in some other project, and from where you need to hand over this project to some other developer. And when they look at your code, they may get confused if you don't use all the semantic elements. Instead, if you use all the semantic elements such as a header, article, aside, and all, they'll be easily understand you they can easily understand your code. So having said that, let's look at few of the semantic elements which are mostly used in almost all the web applications. So it's always best practice to use all these semantic elements available, such as section, article, header, footer. Footer is used to provide a footer for the page, and similarly navigation elements to provide the navigation related data. So you have all the different elements available under your semantic elements. So it's always best practice to use all these semantic elements rather than non-semantic. So it's always best practice to use all the semantic elements available in HTML. So that's it for today. Please do subscribe to Suresh Techs. Thank you so much.